everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Caterina, or Cat for short. In today's Pick a Card reading, our topic is Your Life is Changing for Your Highest Good. Once you choose your card, you can find the timestamps in the description box below, which will take you directly to your reading. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is also linked below. Please remember that is the only way to book any of my services with me. If anyone ever reaches out to you, just know that is not me. All right. Your life is changing for your highest good. Can we have a card for group number 1, please? I feel like this one on the bottom is for group number 2, so we're going to take that out. And can we have a card for group number 3, please? All right, group number 1, you have number 8 and Hope. You also have the Cinnabrite. Group number 2, you have number 3, Give and Take. You also have the blue lace agate. Group number 3, you have number 29, Connection, and you have the K2 Jasper. Please take as long as you need choosing your card or cards. It's perfectly fine to choose more than one. If you're drawn to more than one, just use your intuition to help guide you, and I'll see you in your readings. Hello, group number 1. You have the Cinnabrite, and your card is number 8 and Hope. So the first thing that I'm getting from this card is strength. So Spirit is saying have strength and don't give up hope that what you want is going to happen, because I'm seeing that it is going to happen, because I'm looking down at this person here and I see there's a necklace and it looks like a nice dress or something like that. So I'm getting the sense that there's going to be something to celebrate. And also, if money or finances are an issue for you right now, I feel like the way your life is changing, you will have the finances to do more than just survive. You will have the finances to buy some nice things for yourself, to do something fun, to celebrate life. So that's the first thing I'm getting. Now, the other thing that I'm getting is there's something lighter on the way. So this can be one or all of the things that I'm about to tell you. I feel that there's lighter emotions, so things will be lighter, like the atmosphere will be lighter in the sense of you're not stressed and filled with anxiety all the time. You're not frustrated, so like a load is off your shoulders, you feel lighter. The other thing that I'm getting with that is that like something about your environment or your energy is going to be feeling more kind of uplifted. And I also feel that if you have been stuck in a situation or there's been a lack of movement, there have been delays, confusion, anything like that, I feel like whatever was holding you back is being removed from your life. And so there's a lot of freedom that's coming in. There's a lot of movement. I feel the stars are aligning for you. I feel your heart is going to be fulfilled. I feel that a vision that you have is going to be coming to life. I'm also seeing the Wheel of Fortune with this wheel here. I'm seeing it as like the wheel on a boat. So I feel that you're going to be navigating into a better cycle in your life, and it's going to be directly for your highest good. I feel there's also calmer waters coming into your life. So if it was like if you were in a kind of a scary situation or a sticky situation, I feel that that is also changing for you. What else can you tell us for group number 1, please? I feel like these are your 2 cards. Okay, so you have number 44, reflection. and gibbous moon. So I feel that this is what I was saying at the very end, where I feel like you're aligning with this vision that you've had for yourself. Okay. So I feel that there's something about visualizing, putting your energy out there, not giving up, having strength, and also something about using your intuition, because I feel that a lot of you, even if you're going through a really difficult time right now or a very stressful time, I feel that deep down you know that things are going to work out for you, or you hope that things are going to work out for you, but you may be clinging on to that hope. Okay, but you have number 44 here. So this is a sign from the universe showing you that things are shifting. You maybe just can't see it yet, or maybe you're starting to see things shifting and you're not sure, can I trust this? Can I not trust this? But what I'm seeing here, especially right here, is that this is representing that wheel of fortune and that cycle that I said was going to be changing in your life. And pretty soon you're going to be stepping into this new cycle where it's like you can breathe easier, you can rest easier. You're also incredibly protected. First of all, you have a wolf here, and then you have the bear here. So the bear especially makes me think of like a mama bear. Absolutely, I feel you have a spirit guide that is protecting you fiercely, that is just fiercely protecting you on the other side. Okay, now you have number 14 and fertility, new moon. So do you see what I'm saying? How things are going to come together for you? There's a new cycle that is literally being born in your life. Things are going to balance out for you. So there's going to be like a huge shift of waiting for things to happen, confusion, wondering like, am I doing something wrong? Why haven't I seen anything shift yet? Because I feel like you've been putting in a lot of thought, a lot of work, a lot of just any kind of effort into something, and you haven't seen rewards for that yet, but you're about to. I mean, look at this. This is literally giving birth to a child. Some of you may have had fertility problems, and maybe that is what is shifting for you. Obviously, that's not for everybody, right? But there's definitely a new phase of fertility where you're getting what you want. And remember over here where I pointed out the necklace and the dress, where it's like, especially financially, things are going to work out better than in your favor. Okay, so you're gonna, I just keep feeling like finances could be a problem for some of you, and that is definitely going to be shifting in your favor. And it's other things other than finances, but that keeps coming up. So maybe everything is great financially and it's just going to get better for you. So that's another thing that could be happening as well. So, you could be coming into money, or you could be getting a raise or a promotion, a new job, things like that. So let's see what else we have for you. Oh, I feel like these are your cards. These were all kind of stuck, these three. So we're going to take all three of them. Commitment. Ooh, okay, so this is interesting. You have fertility, you have commitment. So for some of you, definitely not everybody, but there could be a new relationship on the horizon. Commitment could definitely be meaning that there's a child that's going to be coming into your life, whether you're giving birth or adopting, or going through IVF or anything like that. That's definitely possible for you. And for everyone else, what I'm seeing here with the commitment card is that things are coming together. You're creating bonds with people, places, and things that are going to help shift you into this new cycle in your life. And I feel it's very, very reciprocal. So let's say you're getting a new job, or you're looking for a new job. What I'm seeing is that if you have an employer, or if you are the employer and you're looking for new employees, whatever direction it is for you, I feel that it's reciprocal. So you're getting a hard worker, or you are a hard worker, and you will be rewarded for your efforts that you're putting into a situation. And that's just an example, so you can kind of just plug your own situation in there. Reciprocity is coming into your life. Things, people, places, things that are committed to you, and you are committed to those things as well. Ooh, this is interesting. So you have peace. Yeah, definitely goes along with this card here, because remember I was talking, it feels like there's a lot of worry, anxiousness, frustration, delays, things like that. This is that new cycle. So you're going to be very much at peace with this commitment that's coming into your life. And again, another thing I'm feeling here is this lightness. This burden that you've been carrying, it's lifted from you. And another thing I'm seeing is someone's watching out for you on the other side. Someone's helping to guide you. And with the bird here, I feel there's some sort of, and the birds here too, actually, now I'm picking something else up from these birds. I feel like you're going to be getting communication from a person, an organization. For some of you, I'm seeing like an actual letter coming in the mail. For some of you, it's a phone call, an email, maybe a text message, but I think it's more formal than that. And some of you could be signing some sort of paperwork. Wow, so you have life purpose. This is really exciting. And I'm picking up again this reflection. Do you see how this is reflected, just like we have the reflection here? And I was kind of picking that up a little bit here, where it's like this vision that you've had for yourself, for your life. Pretty soon, it's going to be mirrored, and you're going to be walking directly into what you've been waiting for, what you've been planning. So, our topic is your life is changing for your highest good. And then we have life purpose here. So for some of you, this could have to do with your life purpose, something that you're supposed to accomplish in this lifetime. And it makes sense why you would have peace here, because if you're fulfilling part of your life purpose or your entire life purpose, that's going to bring you a sense of peace, most likely, and commitment and fertility and reflection. So do you see how everything's coming together for you? It's pretty amazing. What else can you tell us for group number 1, please? Group number 1's life is changing for your highest good. Okay, so we have the Page of Swords. I'm telling you, there's some sort of communication that's coming into your life, and it's something that's going to change. Okay, so the cycle, you have 2 butterflies here, and here you have another bird coming in. There's some sort of communication that's coming in that's going to change your thought process, that's going to allow you to break free, to kind of cut the chains that were once holding you back. And I feel that this is leading to a new beginning for you, because this person standing on this cliff here is making me feel or think, both think and feel of the Fool card. So you walking into a new situation. And again, I'm getting the sense of lightness that I was getting with your very first card here, where a burden is being lifted from your life. Then we have the 7 of Cups. Yeah. So with especially this particular 7 of Cups, how the water, they're kind of cleansing the third eye. What I feel with that, and also how the picture here, this face, there's a sense of confusion. There's a sense of like not seeing what you want to see, wondering why it's not here yet. I feel those thoughts are being erased. I feel that things are going to start coming together for you. And I also feel like there's going to be more options, because again, I'm feeling like right now you're kind of tied down, you're stuck, especially with this anchor. And you want to see movement in your life, but it's just not possible at this exact moment. That is changing for you. Absolutely, that's changing for you. So it's pretty exciting. I feel that there's something about something that's going to be filling your cup, something that's going to be fulfilling your heart. That is very much tied to this communication that's coming into your life, especially if it has something to do with your life purpose. And for some of you, you could be making a commitment. Let's say you're starting a new job. Maybe it's in a different field or something like that. And this life purpose could be a little bit unexpected. Some of you are going into a commitment not expecting it to be completely life-changing. And just by accident or coincidence or divine movement, you step right into your life purpose. What I mean by that is, let's say you start a new job just so you can have a job so you can make some money. And then, a couple weeks in, a couple months in, you're like, oh my gosh, this is what I'm supposed to be doing for my life. And so there's this huge shift like that coming in. Here we have the Six of Wands. It's victory in a lot of different areas in your life. I feel there's victory happening on a deep, deep cellular, spiritual, soul level with this change that's coming in. And there's definitely something about this wreath here. It's drawing my attention back to the wheel that I'm seeing on this card here, where you will have freedom of movement. You will be able to navigate your life exactly where you want to go, what you want to see. It's like you just need to get over this little mountain, this little boulder, a little pebble in the road, whatever it is for you. And then that ushers in this freedom of movement here. The Queen of Wands, yeah. There's definitely something going on here where I feel something's coming to life, especially with this fertility. I feel like something might start out as, for some of you, maybe like a smaller idea, kind of like giving birth to a child, and then it grows and grows and grows and grows and kind of takes on this life of its own. And see, that's what I'm saying something could be happening by accident, where you find your life purpose by accident, but it brings you so much peace. Or some of you are pursuing your life purpose and you haven't seen any movement with that. You've felt very stuck and kind of anchored in place with delays and things like that. And you may be feeling like, well, I thought I was on the right track, but now I feel like maybe that isn't my life purpose. Maybe I should look at other things. And Spirit is saying, hold on a minute, because you're on the right track. These delays are going to dissipate. And whatever this is, it's going to bring you a great sense of independence, a great sense of happiness, and more control over your life, opposed to something else having control over your life. So it's putting you basically in the driver's seat. The Magician, yeah, what you have been hoping for, what you've been visualizing, what you've been manifesting, working so hard to create. You've laid a very solid framework for this. I feel that you are fully prepared for this, even if you feel like, oh no, I'm not ready. I've just barely stepped into this new environment, and all of a sudden everything's opening up for me and I'm seeing that this is where I'm supposed to be. So, because I feel some of you might be getting some sort of like surprise promotion or a surprise career change or something like that. And some of you may have a little bit of hesitation, like, oh no, can I handle this? Yes, I'm seeing that you absolutely can with this Magician card. There's so much potential and so much growth connected to this new situation, this new path that's coming into your life. Now you have the Queen of Cups. Wow, this is an interesting Queen of Cups, because on this cup here is actually an eye, like the third eye, the same one that you had over here with the Seven of Cups. So what I'm picking up with that is, as you've been experiencing a delay or confusion or something like that, I feel a little bit like your vision was clouded, your intuition was kind of clouded by the fact that things were taking longer than expected. But what I'm seeing here is, soon enough, you're going to be sitting there and you're going to be looking at the progress that you made. You're going to be looking back to this Page of Swords when you got that communication or that thought. Maybe you have a spark of an idea with this Page of Swords, which then leads into communication, either with other people, your spirit guides, your soul, whatever it is. And so you start here, and as the Queen of Cups, you're looking back at all of this journey that you went on here. And here, this is where you can see how much your life changed, and you can see how it was to your highest good. So listen to your intuition. That's going to guide you to exactly where you need to be. So we have the Devil card. Yeah, this makes a lot of sense because there was some sort of control, something holding you back. And what's interesting is the Devil has chains here around the neck of these two angels with, you see the wings here. And then you also have the anchor here, okay? But the anchor is being lifted. So I'm seeing, this is really showing me that fear that you have that you're going to be stuck in this position forever. That is not the case for you. That's absolutely not the case for you. Things are going to shift and shift very much in your favor. So you're breaking those chains. You're taking this sword and you're cutting those chains away from you, and you're moving onward and upward. The Nine of Swords. Yeah. Remember I was saying it feels like you feel like things aren't ever going to change for you. That's just a fear that you have. And again, this lines up with the Seven of Cups where I said that your third eye is being cleansed. So you're going to shift out of a place of feeling stuck. Some of you may feel like something happened to you. Maybe you were the victim of something, something like that. That is shifting for you. So if you have this great fear that things are not going to change, that's just a fear. That's not going to happen. All right. The King of Swords. Yeah. You're cutting through any problems, through any delays. I feel, because you have more butterflies in this card, and we started off your tarot cards with butterflies. I feel, and I know this is going to frustrate some of you, but I feel there's something about divine timing with your situation, divine alignment of other people, places, and things within your situation. I feel for a lot of you, it's something that you can't rush. It's going to be happening on its own time, especially with this King of Swords. You don't rush the king, right? The king does things when the king wants to. But the King of Swords to me also represents a very, very powerful shift in your life that is ushering in success and commitment in some area of your life. The Five of Wands. Yeah, look at this Five of Wands. This is very, very interesting because this person down here is actually connected to the vine here, to the grapevine, and feeling stuck, feeling tied down, exactly what we had with the Hope card, with the Anchor and the Devil card. Now, what I'm seeing is that you're getting the upper hand on something. There's a shift that's coming in, and you're overpowering something that was once holding you back. And I really feel with this Five of Wands that this person with the wand here holding you down, I feel like that is divine timing. I feel like in a sense, the universe was preventing you from moving forward for some very specific reason. Maybe you were about to step into the wrong job or the wrong career. You're going to move to the wrong location that would not serve your highest good, that would not serve your life purpose, that wouldn't serve your commitment and your peace, especially your peace. So I feel that if you thought you were going in one direction and then all of a sudden you were not able to go in that direction, that was spirit. That was the universe saying, hey, hold on a minute. Something about this is not right. You need to sit still for a minute. Maybe you need to rethink things. Maybe you need to come up with a different plan. Or maybe you just need to wait until everything falls into place for you. But everything is going to fall into place for you. So yeah, I feel that delays, anything like that, even if somebody was acting out of character, if somebody, like, let's say if all of a sudden somebody was just very distant or very closed off, or a path that you thought was open for you all of a sudden became a closed door, that happened for a very specific reason. Something on that path was not to your highest good or your life purpose. But have no fear, things are shifting for you. The Knight of Cups. Yeah, see what I'm saying? So the Five of Wands, here you are, you're stuck. Something is holding you down. With the Knight of Cups, there's movement, but this is exactly what I was just saying. There's movement into where you're supposed to be going. And look at these two angels up here. Okay, your spirit guides are helping to guide you, including any delays that you went through. That was divinely guided. So there's going to be movement into what you want in your life. Where you're going, there's going to be a lot of fulfillment. And I do feel like as you go forward, it feels like things are at a more moderate pace. So I feel that you're definitely moving quickly, quicker than you were in the beginning. But I feel there's also like needing a sense of caution with certain things, or that it's going to take a little while for things to completely develop, just like the fertility card. You know, this is a process here. This doesn't happen in 2 or 4 weeks, right? This is like a 9-month situation, typically, not always, right? Sometimes less, sometimes a little bit more, a few days more, something like that. So yeah, just keep that in mind as you go forward. And Spirit says to enjoy the journey as you go forward. The Two of Cups. You see what I'm saying? This goes back to the reflection card. What you've been waiting for, what you've been hoping for. Look at this person here with, you know, her hands like, oh my gosh, is this real? This is what I've been waiting for. Absolutely. Everything is coming together for you. And you're going to see what you deserve. You're going to see what has been out there just waiting for you. Yeah, so you have a lot of positive changes coming into your life, and I wish you so much luck with everything. If you enjoyed this reading, please like and subscribe. And if you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked below. Thank you so much for watching. Hello, group number 2. You have the blue lace agate, and your card is number 3, give and take. So there's an interesting situation going on here. I feel like you may have been in a situation or an environment where you were giving, but you were not receiving anything. So you weren't receiving what was due to you, or it could have been that things just weren't working out in your favor, something like that. So I feel that that is changing for you. I definitely feel like there is a tide changing. There's a change in the air where everything is coming together to create this perfect situation for you. And it's definitely for your highest good. So I feel like your hard work is paying off. I feel like people and environments around you are working out in your favor. So let's say if you've been looking to enter into an environment like a new job, or if you've been looking to hire people for your own company, I feel like you're finding the right environment for your success. And I feel there's something going on here where something is going to turn out even better than what you expected, because if you see here, this person is putting a strawberry on top of this dessert here. And so to me, that's representing like the cherry on top. So it's like you're getting a little bit more than you expected. So for some of you, let's say you're getting a promotion or a new job, new career, something like that, you could be getting paid a little bit more than what you expected. So that's just an example. Obviously, not everybody is going to be looking for a new job or a pay raise here, but you know, it's just something like that where things are going to be a little bit better than what you expected. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I'm seeing here. I feel all of the ingredients are coming together. So things are going to be very balanced. Anything that was missing is going to be coming into your life. And so I also feel like there could be a sense of completing something, so which is like leading you into this next phase or this next step of a plan or a vision that you have. What else can you tell us for group number 1? Look at these cards right here. I feel like these are your cards because they kind of flew out. Okay, let's see what we have. Do you have 3? Yeah, I think you have 3. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Number 20, an insight with new moon. Ooh, that's interesting. So I feel that you're getting some sort of insight into like what to add to a situation, what is missing from a situation. I feel that things are coming together for you, like I said over here, so that you can move forward with something. Do you see right here how it's like you're getting clarity on something? Something is finally making sense. And there's huge transformation. Look, you have these butterflies right here. And there's also going to be movement forward. You also have another butterfly here. So what that is telling me, and look, that's interesting. You have 3 butterflies and then you have number 3 here. So do you see what I'm saying? How everything's coming together for you? It's kind of like for some of you, a missing piece. Maybe the strawberry on top of this cake here was the missing piece that is completing this cake, this pastry that you're putting together over here. So maybe some of you didn't know what that missing piece was and you're figuring it out, and that's what's bringing on this huge transformation for you. But I feel like this is just the beginning for you. This is a starting point. It's like getting a jump start on something, and then I feel everything after that really starts to come together for you. But if there was a delay with figuring out what this missing piece was, that was to your highest good, because nothing worked as well enough or to your highest good until this thing came along. So that's why you're going to see a shift. And I feel once that shift happens, things really start to move much, much quicker for you. Yeah, so you have number 19 in rhythm, all moon phases. So it's interesting that you have this new beginning here. You have some sort of insight that sparks this change. And then here, rhythm, everything is like in flow. Whereas before, I just see you kind of staring at this cake saying, what's missing? It doesn't taste right. It doesn't, like the texture's not right. It doesn't look right. It needs a pop of color. Right, figuratively speaking, of course, like metaphorically speaking, looking at this cake. So looking at a situation in your life. And so rhythm, number 19, everything is coming together. There's something that's coming to light, because number 19 corresponds with the sun card. And this insight is giving you like a second chance at something. It's giving you the illumination that you need to move forward with something, and it's changing all areas of your life. Everything's coming together for you so that you can move forward. Crossroad, ooh, interesting, number 16 and triple goddess moon. Wow. So I feel that some of you had an idea and that idea didn't work out. That was to your highest good. Now I'm going to direct you back to this cake over here, to this pastry. Remember I said put the cherry on top? That's typically, if you haven't heard that saying, that's a pretty common saying in certain parts of the world where, put the cherry on top. So it's like it ends up being better than what you expected, or this is what is completing that vision that you had. And then it's perfect. It's exactly what needed to happen to make things that much better, to get that much more attention, to get you aligned to your highest good. And with this crossroad here, I'm feeling like something like that may have happened here because, like I said, typically it's a cherry on top, but here it's a strawberry on top. So you may have had something that you thought was going to work out and it did not work out. That itself was to your highest good. So I feel that if you're in this place right now where there's confusion, you're not sure what's going on, there could be a delay, things like that, you're getting insight and you're getting almost like a carriage that you can step into that will take you to where you need to go, to where you want to go. And everything is aligning for your highest good. Spirit says, just hang in there. Spirit, I know that this is difficult. It could be confusing. It could be frustrating, waiting for things to happen, but everything is going to align for you. What else can you tell? Oh, thank you. What else can you tell us? Okay, I feel like it's these two. Beauty. You know what I feel with this is that you're going to see what you want to see. You're going to see the beauty of the situation, meaning that you're going to see the silver lining of something that did not work out, something that you thought was a huge tragedy, a huge delay, and it may have been both of those things, but I feel you're going to see the beauty of the situation. Something I feel came almost like something crumbled, because number 16 corresponds to the tower in the tarot deck. So I feel that something that you were hoping for did not work out, but you are going to see the beauty of the situation, because things are going to work out better because something fell apart. And I know that can be so difficult to hear when you're in the middle of it, but everything that we're seeing is pointing to that happening for a very specific reason, getting you to where you're supposed to be. Look at this. You have good luck. Okay, for your second oracle deck, you have beauty and you have good luck. Do you see what I'm saying about the silver lining? About things lining up. And this cat, look, this cat is wearing a crown. Okay, there's a crown on this cat's head. So, and look at the growth here. Okay, things are actually turning out in your favor to your highest good because this happened here. So I feel like your rhythm was disrupted for a certain time, but you're getting insight into why your rhythm was disrupted. And what's happening with this shift is your rhythm is coming back into balance. And I feel there's opportunities that are coming into your life. And I'm feeling like something is waking up, like you're waking something up. So part of it is insight, clarity. It could be communication for some of you. But yeah, you're waking up blessings that are due in your life. You are due for a big break. You are due for a blessing, and you're going to receive that. What else can you tell us for group number 2, please? Oh, okay. I think we are ready. Do we need to shuffle more? No? Okay. I wasn't sure, so I wanted to check in. Okay. The Queen of Cups. I feel like you have this great vision for what you want to see happen. And Spirit is telling me that things may have been a little bit rough recently, because if we look down here, this water looks a little choppy. But I'm hearing that, you know, try to weather the storm as much as you can. You're going to get what is due to you. You're going to get what is owed to you, what you deserve. Because remember with your first card, it's number 3. Things are coming together for you. That missing piece is coming into vision. And I feel also with the Queen of Cups, there's a great deal of emotional fulfillment. There's satisfaction. You're sitting here looking at how everything has come together. Okay, looking at your hard work finally paying off for you and being rewarded for that. Wow, now you have the Queen of Swords. Look at how powerful your energy is. So this Queen of Swords is taking me directly up to the Insight card, because I'm feeling like this Queen of Cards has wisdom. Did I say Queen of Cards? I meant Queen of Swords. I'm looking at the card saying cards. So there's wisdom here. This is getting insight into a problem. I'm feeling there's resolution of a problem. I'm feeling like things are starting to calm down as far as confusion, as far as feeling adrift, even for some of you. And what I mean by that is not knowing what the solution is, not knowing which direction to turn to have things flow like they're flowing with the rhythm card. And also, you know, with number 19 corresponding to the Sun card, I feel like someone or something is shedding light on a problem, shedding light on a solution to a problem, a roadblock, anything like that. But I am telling you, any kind of roadblock was actually ushering in good luck for you. So Spirit says, just be patient with that. Look at this. You have the Two of Cups. And I really love this Two of Cups. Just the energy on this particular Two of Cups is just so, I think it's like the dresses that they're wearing, they just seem to be so in flow and so comfortable and so beautiful and kind of inspiring and inviting. So whatever it is that's coming into your life, it really, really, really resonates with you on a soul level. And I feel like it enhances something that you were already doing, something that you were already thinking about. Something's being enhanced here. Definitely. I feel there's something else with that enhancement. Maybe you know what I'm talking about. Maybe you're like, oh my gosh, yeah, that kind of makes sense. And I can't wait to see that come into my life. But it is also how this strawberry is kind of enhancing this cake here. Because imagine if the strawberry wasn't there. I mean, it looks okay, but that strawberry makes it pop, right? Same thing with these dresses. They're just kind of popping and catching my attention. So yeah, things are going to be flowing for you. There's such a sense of reciprocity that I'm feeling with this Two of Cups, and I felt it over here with this Give and Take card. So you will be receiving everything you deserve, everything you want, everything you've been envisioning. The Nine of Pentacles. This is such a beautiful success card. Your hard work is going to pay off. There's so much growth around you. And I'm kind of picturing, so you see how she has her arm up in the air. And I'm kind of picturing you with your arm in the air, ready to catch something, ready to catch your dream, ready to see your vision come to life right before your eyes. And then this bird just lands right there in your hand. So I feel like you're almost like a magnet for what you need to usher in this level of success, this Nine of Pentacles. There's a huge, huge, huge transformation coming in. You have the butterfly wings here. This could have something to do with money, with career, because it is the Nine of Pentacles. And it doesn't have to be, but there's something that you're working on. I feel it's going to somehow bring money into your life. I feel that you're getting recognition for something. So let's say, let's just say, for instance, you're a pastry chef. Maybe you want to get into catering and, you started your own business. You're an amazing pastry chef and you're trying to get your name out there. I'm feeling like something is happening to take you to the next level, to get you that recognition that you deserve. Or maybe you're working for a company as a pastry chef and you're not getting paid what you should be. Your salary isn't lining up with your talent and your skills. So then maybe you're finding an employer who is going to value you more. Or maybe you're going to find clients who value you more. I'm seeing some of you going into like a private home. So if anyone is a pastry chef out there watching this, you could be considering going into like the private sector. I'm seeing that being very successful. And obviously, most of you are not a pastry chef, but you could kind of plug in your own situation, whatever it is, into that example. Yeah, a lot of success is coming in for you. Now you have the Hierophant. Okay. This is a visual representation of what I said, where there's a divine order to everything that's happening. A crumble, okay? If there's a big crumble going on in your life where things aren't working out as you once envisioned them, this Hierophant, there's a divine reason for that. And I really feel that what you want to do, if you're at a crossroad where things did not work out the way you thought they would, Spirit says to take some time to contemplate things, take some time to evaluate things, really try to clear your mind and allow downloads from the universe to come in. You want to tap into your intuition as much as possible, because by doing that, You're going to see opportunities that are around you. I'm seeing some of you literally talking to another human and coming up with a plan. It could be an opportunity for you. And some of you will be moving forward with that. Some of you will wait for another opportunity that comes in. You want to listen to your intuition. But when everything is all said and done and you're back in the rhythm of life again, you have this insight, you will see why everything happened the way that it happened. The High Priestess, exactly. You're missing a critical piece of information, just like I was talking about with the cake here. You're gaining that insight. This is a very, very highly intuitive card, just like the Queen of Cups. So, you know, you have it all over your entire reading of you gaining some sort of insight. This is the key that you need to move forward and to align to your highest good. So there's something going on here. I feel you could be at a critical turning point in your life. You could be at a critical crossroad, or you will be. I feel that you're making the right decisions. And I feel that moving forward, there's a greater sense of movement and freedom, because this, the top that this person is wearing here, that the High Priestess is wearing, it looks like wings, right? You have the butterfly wings here, and it's just all over. There's just this greater sense of freedom and movement. The Eight of Wands, yes, things happen very, very quickly for you. There's a huge transformation because, you know, on a lot of the Wands cards, you'll see little buds, you know, like little sprouting buds. But on this one, you actually have the flowers. So as soon as you get this insight, as soon as you connect the dots, as soon as things, that missing link, that missing piece comes together, things move very, very quickly for you. And it's a welcome, welcome change for you. So let's see what else we have. The Page of Swords, yeah. So there's new insight, absolutely. There is, you know, I said earlier, I'm seeing some form of communication. I said something like that. The clouds are clearing, so confusion about why something did not work out for you. Confusion, doubt, frustration, that is clearing. I feel like there's a change coming in your life very soon. I feel once this change happens, things shift very, very quickly for you. But for a lot of you watching, and timing is very, very tricky, but I'm picking up there's something that could be happening within 30 days for you. And then to get the ball rolling with that particular thing, it could be maybe like another 30 days or something like that. But I feel there's quick movement coming in fairly soon for you. So yeah, just keep that in mind. The Eight of Cups, yeah. You see, so this Eight of Cups, you're moving away from something that was no longer working for you. Now, look at this. This is interesting because I'm going to place this Eight of Cups right here. So with the Crossroad card here, this is where I'm feeling that something was not working. And you had to either choose to walk away from something, or the universe made that choice for you and said, no, it's time. You're done with this. We need to move on. Okay. But look right here. So that, you know, down here we have the Eight of Cups. So this is you walking away from something that wasn't working. And what happens is you make the perfect decision, something that aligns with you. And, you know, there's something about these two dresses here that just keeps grabbing my attention. It's like you have this beautiful dress on and you want to be in an environment that corresponds to that energy, that sparkles the way you're sparkling, that matches you somehow, right? Because you don't want to be mismatched, whatever it is that you're doing. It's kind of like if you're a pastry chef, you want to be a pastry chef. You don't want to work in an environment where you can't utilize your amazing skill because that is not aligned with for your highest good, right? So something is coming into your life to change that for you. And it will require you to walk away from something. So Spirit says, don't be afraid of the crossroad. Don't be afraid of something crumbling, because the only thing that will be crumbling is what is not for your highest good. And yes, this can be a painful process. It can be a scary process. But Spirit says that your heart, your mind, those things are going to be healed very quickly. I'm feeling here with the Eight of Wands with the flowers here, there's a great sense of renewal, hope, but also seeing the beauty of the situation and why something happened the way that it happened. The Emperor, yeah. So with the Emperor, I feel like you're back on your game. Now look at what is happening here. Okay. You have the Crossroad card here, number 16. Something did not work out here. And I feel with the Eight of Cups, it created this sense of confusion. Like, wait a minute, what just happened? And I'm feeling some of you are just crying and crying and crying and like, why is this happening? Everything was going so well. Or you talked yourself into thinking that it was going so well. So that's what's happening on this side of the Crossroad card. Look at what's happening on this side of the Crossroad card. The Nine of Pentacles and the Emperor. So you're seeing things differently. You're realizing that was a blessing in disguise. You're reworking something. And I feel like it's not even that big of a rework. Remember, taking the cherry off and putting the strawberry. Do you see how simple that is? So I feel for a lot of you, it is going to be that simple, where things just line up for you. I'm telling you, someone watching this is going to have this amazing, unexpected offer that comes into your life that changes everything. The Ace of Wands, this is that new beginning. Yeah, that new spark. Things are going to be coming together for you. And literally, what did I just say? It's going to be surprising. That's it right here. Something's coming out of the sky, out of the blue. Something's landing in your lap. There's this divine order to it, I'm telling you. So look at how you have the Hierophant here and then the Ace of Wands, where something is popping up out of nowhere and it's putting you on this new path, this new rhythm. This is also that insight. The Hierophant, there's a higher divine order to why something did not work out for you. All right, what else do we have here? The Two of Wands. Yeah, you're going to have a decision to make about which direction you're going to go. So just be ready for that, because you're at a crossroad. You have two cards here literally showing that. And I feel like you can take this as far as you want to take it, because there's something about where you were before. It was very limiting. And some of you may know that now as you're watching this and you're like, yeah, I was in denial, but no, you're right about that. Okay. Where you're going though, it's like the sky is the limit. You can go as far as you want to take it. And I feel there's just this one little missing piece with the High Priestess that you need to figure out, that you need to allow that download to come in. So don't close yourself off. I'm seeing for some of you, it's very important that you keep networking, that you keep talking to people, that you keep researching something, that you keep going even though you're frustrated, because you have amazing luck figuring it out, but you also have amazing luck making the right decision, because you're gonna know it when you see it. Okay, it's going to be very obvious to you which direction to go. So that is your reading today. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please like and subscribe. And if you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that on my website, which is linked below. Thank you so much for watching. Hello, group number 3. You have the K2 Jasper. And your card is number 29 and connection. All right, so I feel that a connection is being made. Now, what is that connection? For some of you, you're connecting to like-minded people. You're connecting to like an employer. You're connecting to a partner. You're connecting to something. Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing I'm seeing for others of you is that you're connecting the dots between ideas. So let's say that you have this idea of, I want to create this situation in my life, but you don't know how to get there. You're connecting those two things together. So you're figuring out what is the link that needs to happen to go from having an idea to putting that idea into action. And I feel that things are about to change for you because you have these two flowers here. So things are about to kind of like blossom and come together for you. I feel that there's alignment coming into your life. So alignment with your life purpose, alignment with community, alignment with friends, family, relationships, whatever it is, things are coming into alignment. And I feel there's a lot of growth that's going to be coming in for you. And whatever it is, like this vision that you have, you're getting, so that link, that missing link or whatever it is, you're receiving that. And I'm hearing that it's going to be this amazing gift. And it is absolutely to your highest good. Now, the thing is, it might look slightly different than what you expected because these two flowers are a little bit different. So let's say that this was your vision over here, but this gift that you're receiving actually looks like this flower here, but it's getting you to exactly where you want to be. Does that make sense? So getting a flower that looks slightly different is to your highest good because that is the vehicle that's going to take you the furthest. So I hope that makes sense. So just keep that in mind as you go forward. If you have an offer or an opportunity that looks a little bit different than what you had originally envisioned, Spirit says that's okay. Don't dismiss that because it's going to get you where you want to go. What else can you tell us for group number 3? Okay, there we go. All right, group number 3, what do we have for you? Oh, interesting. You have number 21, culmination, balsamic moon. Everything's coming together for you. There's a new cycle that is upon you. I feel like you have just like this one thing to complete, this one thing to bring into your life before everything comes together. And I feel like things have been moving a little bit slowly for you. For some reason, this journey has been just quite a journey. I don't know how else to put it. Yeah, and just seeing you, like, have you ever seen like, the turtles when they're actually in the sand and they're, slowly trying to get to the water, and it's like they're putting in so much effort and they're so determined and they know exactly where they're supposed to be going. I feel that it's the same thing for your journey. I feel it's taken some time, but I also feel like you are so close, so close. Because, typically, like a sea turtle is never that far from the water, right? Like imagine where the turtle eggs, where they're hatching, they're not that far from the water. And I feel that you're not that far from this new cycle in your life, especially with this being number 21 here. It's almost upon you. I mean, it is like right there, just like these two faces are so close to each other. It's almost like something is on the tip of your tongue. So if you're trying to figure something out, I feel that solution is so close to you. And then we have number 42 with intellect. Look at the energy of that card. And it's also third quarter moon. So everything's coming together for you. I feel that there is this spark. Remember how we're talking with your first card about connection? That missing link between point A and point B. I feel you have a flash of intuition. You have a flash of a vision, a solution, something like that. And I feel that it's not that far off. It's not that far away with culmination here. This right here is the missing link. And the solution is to your highest good. The insight that you're getting is to your highest good. And I'm feeling that everything else falls away. It's kind of like you see this, you know it when you see it, and then everything else kind of crumbles around you because this becomes your focus. So I feel like there's more to that, but I'm not quite seeing the full picture yet. So I'm going to keep that in mind as we go along. What else can you tell? Thank you. What else can you tell us for group number 3, please? Okay, so let's look at this one first. So finding, I'm telling you, you're finding something. I've been saying that since the beginning. And whatever this is that you're finding, it's bringing in that transformation for you. Look at, you have the butterflies here. And it's going to be so just heartwarming. It's going to fill your heart with joy. It's exactly what you have needed to complete something, to move into the next cycle of something, to see your vision through. And I feel like I just keep feeling like it could be a little bit different than what you expected. I'm like seeing something in here that's a little bit different than you expected. And at first you're kind of like, oh, I don't know. So there's kind of maybe not an aversion, but a pause, like, I don't think that's exactly what I'm looking for. I might pass on that. But then all of a sudden, it's like Spirit is like, don't do it. Don't pass on that. And then once you receive whatever this is, it's just like, oh my gosh, this is like even better than what I was expecting. So yeah, there's something very, very interesting happening with a situation like that. Psychic abilities, yes. So you want to listen to your intuition, because here with the intellect card, when you have that flash, that's your intuition. If you have this flash of insight, you have like a flash, like a vision almost, or even maybe literally a vision, that is your third eye talking to you. And when I look at this card, I don't know if you can see it, but do you see right here where the third eye is? There's actually like a little something there. So on this card, so I feel it's critical for you to listen to your intuition, especially because what comes into your life, it's going to be for your highest good, but I just feel it's going to look a little bit different than what you expected. So don't discount something because of that, because I feel there's a huge leap that's going to be taking place in your life. Not only going from point A to point B, but point B is going to take you all the way down to like point Z, right? So you're getting to like even higher, and I feel that it happens even quicker than what you wanted. So for instance, let's say that you wanted a new job, and then you get this job and you're like, well, it's okay. This isn't exactly what I was thinking about, but let me give it a try. Let me see what I can do with this. Maybe I'll learn something new. And then you end up learning a lot of new things. And then from there, you can kind of take this huge leap from that job into a new job, or maybe, you're getting way more money, and it just kind of falls in your lap, where maybe this is like your life purpose, or this is what you're supposed to be doing. What else can you tell us for group number 3, please? Group number 3's life is changing for their highest good. You have the Two of Cups, I'm telling you. So yeah, it's very interesting that your very first tarot card is the Two of Cups, because here there's kind of a mirror image, even though, we're seeing something that looks slightly different. It's still a mirror image of what you wanted. So do you see what's happening here? Over here, you have that mirror image, but the flowers look slightly different. Same thing here. You have this mirror image, but it looks slightly different. But the thing that's important about these two things, especially this card, look at the energy flowing between these two things. I'm telling you, there's something that's going to look slightly different with your plan, with your focus. Something is shifting slightly, but that is exactly what you need to end up exactly where you want to be. I mean, it's just, even these two cards are next to each other. So I feel the Spirit is really trying to get your attention to the point that was made with these two cards. The Queen of Wands. So I feel that whatever's going on with you in your life, you are reaching a point of, so there's a new level, there's a new phase, there's independence, there is whatever's happening with this insight that you're getting, it's elevating you. And I feel that there could be a creative solution to your situation. So Spirit, again, is saying don't discount something that looks different than what you expected. And also don't be afraid to take a little bit of a detour, because that could be the detour that you need to get to where you want to be. So it's not really a detour, but you may look at it as a detour. And do you see how the finding card, like a detour, but finding exactly what you need, finding your place? Very interesting. I feel there's also something about people being around you who are very, very supportive in this new environment. People who appreciate you, people who share the same vision as you, and being recognized for something. Like being recognized kind of like in part of a community or something like that. So in community, that could be like a new friend group. It could be some sort of organization. For some of you, it could be some kind of volunteer work. It could be a new job, a new career, anything like that. Friends who are like family. Some of you could be moving somewhere and you're finding like your place in life. So yes, some of you are moving somewhere and that move is going to be for your highest good. I'm going to get to this card in a second. Sorry. But I feel some of you, okay, so a move could be a physical move to a new location, like you're moving your home somewhere. Others of you, it's moving careers, jobs, friends, something like that, moving into like a new spiritual center. So some of you may have had some sort of like a church or like metaphysical place or something like that. And you're like changing environments or something is something else that I'm picking up. Okay, now let's get to the Nine of Pentacles that we have here. With this movement, and it's still kind of a slower pace as you go forward, but I feel like you're okay with that because you're finding your rhythm. You're finding the way things work for you in this situation. And I feel that there's just incredible potential here, because if we look at this card, it's just like fields and fields and fields of like farmland. So I feel that the situation is very fertile for you. I feel there's like tremendous growth that's going to happen with where you're going. And you're going to land exactly the right place at the right time. And this is also like a vehicle for you to go beyond the initial thought of where you are going. So there's a lot of expansion, and I feel the expansion goes beyond what you initially hoped for. And then you have the Eight of Wands. Look at that. I feel that something comes together very, very quickly for you, but it's kind of unexpected. I feel like somehow you have a detour or something, because what I keep seeing in my mind, it's like if you're driving in a car and you're looking for, let's say, a restaurant that you wanted to try. You're like, oh, I've always wanted to go to this restaurant. and I'm going to go there today. So you get in your car and you start driving, and you have in mind this restaurant that you want to go to. But then you take a detour, right? Because the road was blocked and you took a detour. And then you end up at this other, like down this random street, and you have to turn around because you're lost and your navigation isn't working. And you go into this parking lot to turn around, but you see you're in the parking lot of a different restaurant. And you're like, you know what? I'm hungry. I'm tired. Let me just go in here. And it ends up being like the best meal you've ever had. So I'm feeling like something like that is going on with your situation. Obviously, it's going to be a little more important than just finding a good meal, right? But you're finding what you want, what you need. So the Hanged One. Your time of waiting around and hanging out and waiting for something to happen, waiting for insight, waiting for a solution to a problem, that is coming to an end, especially because the Hanged Man, the Hanged One, as this particular card is called, this is figuring something out. This is also where you're on the brink of a massive transformation. And you see, I feel like you were stuck right before this culmination card. Something was on hold, but so you're on hold and you're waiting for something. While you're there waiting, that's when you have this flash of intellect, of insight. That's when your psychic senses really, really kick in. And this is when something happens that launches you into this new cycle, this new world that you've been waiting for. And then you have the Empress card. Yeah. So what this is telling me coming right after the Hanged Man is that this waiting period was to your highest good, okay? This Empress is pregnant here. That is something that cannot be rushed. And actually, you don't want to rush that process, right? Because if you give birth before the child is developed, right, that could have absolutely devastating consequences. And so that is very important for you to understand with your situation. If you try to rush your situation, things will not turn out in your benefit. So it is to your highest good to have patience with this situation and don't ignore something that comes into your life that looks slightly different. And I can tell you that once that shift happens, things change dramatically. It's kind of like, you know, if you have children or if you have ever, seen a child from birth and then all of a sudden they're 8 years old and it's like, wait a minute, how did that happen? Or all of a sudden they go from 1 year to 2, 3, 4, 5, and it feels like all that happened in a matter of 5 months instead of 5 years. So I feel you're going to enjoy the journey along the way. So it's kind of like, when we look back at time and as we're going through it, it seems to be taking forever. But then when we look back, it's like, oh my gosh, how was that 2 years ago? So I feel there's something like that happening within your situation. So you have the Page of Pentacles. Yes, there's this new beginning for you, and it's exactly what you've been looking for, although it might look slightly different. So energetically, it's exactly what you've been looking for. Again, look at all the growth here. Look at all the flowers. So I feel what you want to do here. When you get this new opportunity that comes into your life, you want to balance your intellect and your intuition. You don't want to look at things too logically, because if you look at things too logically, you're going to say, no, I wanted this flower here, but this is the flower that's presenting itself to me. So no, I don't want that. You want to balance. Okay, I was looking for a flower and here a flower showed up, but it looks different. So at that point, that's when you want to stop, stop analyzing things and start listening to your intuition, because that's when your intuition is going to kick in and you're going to say, oh my gosh, I think this is even better than what I was thinking about over here. So that's what Spirit is saying with this Page of Pentacles. The death card, absolutely. I mean, you have the hangman here. The very next card in the tarot deck is the death card. And remember with the hanged one, it's hanged one in this deck, but the hangman. I told you that you're on the verge of a huge transformation. We're seeing that with this death card. So something is coming to an end in your life. I feel, okay, there's a couple things coming to an end. First of all, a waiting period is coming to an end. But then there's something else coming to an end where I feel that you may be evaluating friendships, you may be evaluating work environments, you may be evaluating where you've been living, and you may have to make some tough decisions because I feel like you're leaving something behind in order to find what you deserve. So yeah, for some of you, you may need to get closure on the situation. You may need to say goodbye to certain people. You may need to walk away from certain things. But it's what I'm seeing is like these endings are kind of like fertilizer for this new growth. And there's also a bunch of mushrooms down here. So I feel like there's something very healing about letting go of certain things that no longer serve you, that are no longer to your benefit. The Six of Wands, everything is coming together for you in like perfect harmony. And I feel also that there's something about, I don't know how to say this. Well, I do know how to say it. I'm trying to figure out how to say it though. That didn't make any sense. Just never mind. Just never mind. Okay. What I'm seeing here, what I'm trying to put into words is I feel, because there's something about the way this person up here is holding this wand by the third eye chakra. So it's like this vision that you've always had, this knowing that you've always had that you deserve this thing, or you've always had this vision of, I want this thing in my life. And what's happening here, I feel, is that you're putting the pieces together. You're connecting the dots on how to get there. And then I really feel like there's this one thing that connects everything else. Everything is coming together for you. Everything is aligning for you. And I am also seeing something about a new community, new friends. So wherever you're going, whether it's a new job, if you're moving somewhere, I'm seeing there's a very, very supportive environment around you. So supportive people, places, things, and situations. The Temperance card. Yeah, everything's balancing out for you. You're finding exactly what you needed in order to reach a level of success on multiple levels. Because here, there's success with balance in your life, emotional balance, intellectual balance. There's healing here. Something that was out of balance is being healed here. I feel any problem regarding this situation here, you're finding solutions to that, and you're getting direction. You're feeling peaceful, right? You're finding your peace. You're finding your place. You're finding your people, your community, possibly a new job. Some of you are finding your calling in life, and everything is lining up for your highest good here. The Wheel of Fortune, absolutely. And what's interesting, look at this card. There's kind of what looks like a sundial back here, but it could also be that Wheel of Fortune that we're seeing here. It's your time. It is absolutely your time for these connections, for you to up-level your life, your energy, your purpose, whatever it is. So this Wheel of Fortune is connected to the Hangman. There's definitely something going on here with taking a time out. So some of you will be walking away from things and then taking a time out, and then you get that insight. And then from there, you like get the answers as far as like how to move forward with something. But where you're going, there's a great sense of comfort. There's a sense of luxury. There's a sense of being very comfortable financially, being very comfortable kind of in your own skin, in your environment, being comfortable with what you're doing, your purpose, all of these things. So let's look at your last card. The Seven of Cups. I feel that, okay, there's a couple things going on here. This is talking about what I was saying earlier with balancing your intellect and your intuition. Because you need both regarding decisions that you're going to be making. You have a lot of opportunities that are coming into your life. And there's also a sense of freedom with these decisions and opportunities that are coming into your life. And there's also, see what I'm seeing here, there's kind of a trade-off happening here where in order to get to where you want to go, it requires you to see things for what they are. So like for instance, the skull here, and then you have the death card here. I feel that something is coming to a natural end. And if you hold on to that very, very tightly and you don't want to release that, that is going to prevent everything that we just looked at, because your very first card is culmination with 21, which corresponds to the world card. So I feel you have a choice here to release something that is no longer to your highest good, so that your life can change for your highest good, so that you can let go of that, you can embrace the snake, which is change and transformation, and then you can welcome in the rainbow, the new energy, the flowers, the growth, the creativity, the fire, the spark. And then this building here, that's like your new home, your new energy, your new life that's waiting for you. So I hope this reading helped you. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. And if you ever want to book a personal reading, you can do that on my website, which is linked below. Thank you so much for watching.